Hello and welcome to my 6-month update using the at-home NIRA laser. If you've been following my at-home skincare device journey, you know that I'm taking a full year off of in-office treatments to see how at-home devices can maintain the results that I've gotten over my 7-year journey between 50 and 57 of trying in-office treatments. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up above. If you're interested in all the in-office treatments I've done, you can check that out. Right now, I've stopped all in-office treatments, no Botox, no resurfacing treatments, no fillers, nothing, to see if at-home skincare devices can actually maintain the results that I've gotten. So I'm using LED red light therapy. I'm using microcurrent, a couple different devices, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a playlist here at the end of this video of all the devices that I'm using and the results that I've been getting over the last 3 and the last 6 months. I've been using microcurrent, a couple different devices. I've been using LED red light therapy. I just switched over from the current body mask to the Omnilux mask, and that video will be coming out in the next few days. So I'd like to invite you to subscribe, like my channel, and to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of these at-home device updates. Why an at-home laser? Well, laser is a very targeted treatment. This is a non-ablative, non-fractional laser, and it's much more targeted than the microcurrent, which is supposed to give a subtle lift, and it's much more targeted than the LED red light therapy, which is supposed to help reduce pigment, reduce inflammation, and reduce overall fine lines. This treatment is a very targeted laser-focused beam of light that's supposed to induce a little bit of heat damage so that we can produce more collagen and reduce wrinkles in very specific areas. I've only been using this once a day on level 2. You can go, there are 5 different levels, and I've only been using it around the periorbital area, which is FDA cleared for. So I know there are other folks out there using it on their marionettes with nice results and their glabellar lines with really nice results, but I wanted to use it as directed, and I do a little bit different pattern than they have in the manual, and I'll show that to you. But I want to use it where it's FDA cleared, and I wanted to use it on the minimum recommendation once a day to see if I can really get the results that I'm seeing in their before and afters in the NIRA online site and the before and afters that I'm seeing from a lot of other influencers here on YouTube. So speaking of that, I wanted to address the controversy that there's been around the NIRA company lately. I've been getting comments from you that you haven't been receiving your orders and you've had a lot of trouble with the customer service. So I wanted to clear the air first. Angie over at Angie Hot and Flashy has also done a video on this, and I'll link that down below. You can go hear her comments and also see her 6-month results. I think we started using the NIRA about the same time. So I just wanted to sort of, like I said, clear the air. NIRA is not a scam. It's not a cash grab. This video is not sponsored, but they have been having a lot of customer service issues. They had a huge sale over the holidays. There was like up to 50% off a certain period, I think it was Black Friday, and they basically have now sold out, and they don't have enough in production to fill all the orders. So I think the orders are out about 5 or 7 weeks. So if you haven't received your order and you haven't received a customer service response, please leave me your information down below. I've been reaching out one by one regarding all your concerns to my contacts over at NIRA, and my hope is that they have been reaching out back to you. They said that they have, and so please let's continue the conversation down there. I don't want you to feel like I'm promoting something that isn't legitimate. And I also want to be very clear that they are doing the best they can to ramp up their customer service and ramp up their production. And I will even leave a link to the CEO's letter down in the comments and in the description below. So like I said, I just wanted to clear the air because I never want you to feel like I'm promoting something that isn't legitimate. So, and I also link other influencers' videos down below so that you can listen to their comments about the company and about their feelings about how the lack of customer service and the delay in production is progressing. All right, so let's get back to my results with using the NIRA for the last 6 months. And I've already posted my 3-month results. I'll click a card up here and you can go check that out. But I use this, it's just a quick on and off button. I use this on level 2. It has 5 levels and you just toggle them up and toggle them down. But I can only use this on level 2. The idea is that you're supposed to use this non-fractional, non-ablative laser at under the threshold of pain. Non-fractional means that it's not drilling holes in your skin like you would get from a fractional in-office treatment. And non-ablative means it's not removing any of the surface of your skin. It's a very low-level laser, obviously produced for at-home use, and it's not going to damage your skin. It produces heat in a very targeted area to induce collagen production and reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. And like I said, it's FDA cleared for around the periorbital area, and that's where I've been using it. So I can only use it on level 2. I actually tested it with my husband to see, he has a very high pain tolerance. I tested on my husband. He can't even go past level 1 and level 2 in certain areas around his eye area. I've been trying to talk him into doing a before and after trial with me, but he's not as consistent as I would like him to be. So I will put his before pictures here just so you can see that he has quite a long way to go. He has some really deep etched lines in his under eye area, but I will try to convince him to get on board with the NIRA laser more consistently, because I think it would be really interesting to see what kind of results he gets. Let's get back to my results. I'm using it in the periorbital area, not in the glabellar area or in the marionette lines. I'm using it on level 2, and I'm using it once a day. I want to see if the minimum use at kind of a low level will get me any kind of results. All the results that I've seen on the NIRA website and by other influencers, they're using it at level 4 and level 5. I can't tolerate that, and it's not recommended that you use it at a point where it causes you pain. So I'm at level 2. I'm hoping in the next 6 months to move up to level 3 and see if my results are a little bit more dramatic. I use it in a hashtag pattern, vertically and horizontally, kind of a web shape in the crow's feet area of my eye. So it takes me a few minutes longer to get the complete treatment done. If you just do it in the pattern that they recommend in the under eye area and just once, sorry, it turned off. It does turn off by itself after a few minutes. And along the crow's feet, then it takes 1 minute per side and it gives you 41 beeps. I go a little bit longer than that because I want to do a wider region in my crow's feet area and see if I can get, like I said, some more dramatic results, because I have my lines go out pretty far on each side of my temple area. So my pattern is a little bit different. I'll put a picture up here of the pattern that I use, and it takes me about 2 minutes per side. So it's about double the typical treatment that they recommend. So I want to be really clear that the way I'm using it is slightly different than the way that they're recommending. Let's get to my before and after results, and I really want to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to put the results up at baseline, 3 months, and 6 months, give you a few seconds to look at them, and then I'm going to pipe in on how I feel my results are coming out. Okay, so here are my thoughts on my results. I'm not seeing the dramatic difference that many people are seeing in their before and afters. I think my results are maintained, especially along my crow's feet area. The lines are soft and I'm not using any Botox, so I think that that is a good indication of a nice maintenance treatment. If I'm not having to do in-office injections and I'm maintaining the results that I got, then I'm happy with that. Now in my under eye area, as you can see it in my before picture at baseline, I don't have a lot of under eye lines. That's because I had a small amount of filler placed, and I also had PRF, platelet-rich fibrin, which is where they take out your blood, spin it down into the plasma, and they re-inject it into your under eye area. And you get the benefit of your own platelet-rich fibrin. And that's supposed to last over a few years. And obviously the filler is lasting, and the hollows that I originally had, I'll put a picture up here, I had really deep hollows and they are maintained. And I feel like that is a good result for me. If I can maintain the results, which was my goal in the first place, using an at-home device, I'm happy with that. Or minimize the number of times I have to go in for Botox or want to go in for Botox, or eliminate Botox treatments altogether. That makes me happy. My under eye area is maintained. There are not any more creases. The most surprising results are in my hooded eye area. They look so much better, but I can't tell if it's specifically due to the laser or the microcurrent, or a combination of the laser, the microcurrent, and my LED light therapy. I would really love to hear what you think about my before and afters. I also want to hear, if you're using this, what kind of results you're getting. I know some people have complained of fat pad loss. My understanding is that isn't actually possible with this laser, but everybody will have individual and unique results using any at-home device. And I really want to hear your feedback. I want to have a good conversation down below about your thoughts at using at-home devices. So please leave your comments down below. Again, if you're having customer service issues, please leave your comments down below. I'm doing my best one by one to help you guys out. And also, if you're interested in my full at-home skincare device rejuvenation journey, my playlist is here at the end. So I want to invite you to subscribe and like and click the notification bell and join the Beyond 50 Skin family. We have a lot of fun here talking skincare, hair care, and a little bit of makeup now and then. This journey is really important to me, and I want it to be very based in integrity and honesty and an open conversation. So like I said, sign up, join the conversation. My LED red light therapy results are coming up in just a few days. I'm going to post those, so definitely click the notification bell. And thank you so much for joining me today, and wishing you all a skintastic day.